Tell me about your interactions with Vince McMahon. He's
Um,
very he's in the news a lot right now, so it's very
yeah.
topical.
So it's funny when we were there, Vince was always good to us. We used to because like I said, we lived like 2 hours from Stanford, from headquarters, Titan Towers, and Glenn and I on a Thursday or Friday we had nothing to do. We were like, oh, let's drive up to the office and hang out, to the point where we had our own HID magnetic key card to get in and out of the office whenever we wanted. I mean, we had full carte blanche. We could just walk in, we zap the thing, and it's like we were there all the time. We would go into Vince's office and sit down and talk to Beth, his receptionist at the time. And then one time we went in and totally rearranged his office, rearranged the whole thing, and then just left. And the next week at TV, he knew it was us. Like, he was laughing about it. There was another time we were in his office up there, and I was sitting behind his desk, and he came in and he sat on the other side, like never even said a word about me being on his side of the desk or anything like that. Then there was another time they asked us to drive Taka around because Taka didn't speak English, which his name wasn't there to drive him around. So that's when Rush Hour was real big. So we kept watching the movie, and then we kept teaching Taka all the lines from Rush Hour. So we're in catering and we're sitting there, and Vince comes over and he's like, Headbangers, hey, how are you? We're like, hey, Vince. And he's like, Taka. He goes, Headbangers are taking care of you. Everything's good. And Taka stands up, grabs his hand and bows and goes, Vince, you my from Rush Hour. Vince was like, he turned around, he looked at JR, he goes, that's it. No one else rides with the Headbangers ever again. He goes, no. So we always had that good joking relationship with him, even to the point when the night we won the belts, I walked up to him the next night at Raw and I thanked him. I was like, he goes, you guys have earned it. You guys do a great job for us. You're like, nope, enjoy it, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as I wasn't getting re-signed and they were done with me, he was done with me. And at first I was a little bitter / salty about it, because I tried calling him once I had the conversation with JR of, well, we don't know who Chaz is. And I'm like, you've given me 8 different gimmicks in the last 6 months. So I don't know who I am either. But when I knew I wasn't coming back or getting re-signed, I called Vince a couple times. Wouldn't get on the phone, nothing. Beth acted like she didn't know who I was. So it took me a while to realize what it was Vince. It's nothing's personal. It's all business with him, which I guess with him and the way he is and everything he's done, he's got to be that way. He had to be that way. I mean, at least with the guys. I can't know about the girls, but at least the guys. So that, to me, that's just how he was. And after a while, with me moving on out of wrestling and moving full-time gig of doing business like I do now, and running an office and a branch and having people underneath of me, it taught me that you can't take anything personal. You can't let the personal stuff slide in. It's got to be about business to make it successful. And that's how Vince is. Vince is just business.
Can you talk about what's going on right now with Vince?
I don't. Here's the worst part. I don't really keep up with it. So the bits and pieces and tidbits I know is stuff if I'm scrolling through Twitter or Instagram, you see something, or I have friends that watch who'll be like, hey, so did you hear about this, or did you see about that? I mean, I guess my opinion is, with him retiring, it's very convenient that he's retiring now. Is that because of everything that's going on and he just kind of wants to go off in the sunset, or is he just going to sit in the back quietly pulling strings? I don't know. But I mean, he's older. The last time I saw him in the ring, when I did see him get in, because they said I heard commercials and I saw it on Twitter, and he was going to be on. I'm like, all right, let me watch, because every now and then I will jump in. I just don't follow it every week. But when he was getting out of the ring and he almost fell, I was like, oh, I'm like, come on, like, enough. Like, at least if you're going to do something, stay in the back. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, the opportunity he gave me and the different things he did for me have been awesome. And without him, I could have never got to where I did. I could not even got to where I am or what I did, but have the opportunity to do it. I just wish him the best, and just hope he just rides off into the sunset and just retires and relaxes and enjoys, whatever it is he wants to do. No, I mean, prowrestlingtees.com. You can get your I Heart Beaver shirt. You can get your Headbanger shirt. You get your Mosh shirt. Yeah, that's it. Just go buy a t-shirt or something.